you doing, Ty? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You don't like my setup?
No, I don't. It's okay though,
Keep,
man.
keep, give me some suggestions after.
Okay.
Kawhi playing today? I guess what went into the last couple of days into deciding that he could play? I know he played 5-on-5 last Friday, I think.
Yeah, he's played a couple of times actually, and like I said, just following medical's lead and making sure we're doing right by Kawhi and how he's feeling. And so, yeah, he'll be back tonight.
Off the bench?
Starting.
Starting. Okay, thank you.
Hi, Coach.
Hello.
We talk about Paul George and how well he always leads in scoring. How much better he will get him and the team, as you wait for Kawhi to get back?
We need PG to play at a high level, which he's been doing for us, as of late. And, it's going to take Kawhi a little time to get back to the Kawhi we know. And so, as great a player as he has to understand that there's going to be some ups and downs. And so, PG, like I said, continue to play at a high level, continue to make plays for his teammates and for himself, and taking that challenge, guarding the best player on the other side every night as well. And so, PG's been great, and so we need him to continue to play this way.
Ty, just checking. P's hand is going to allow him to play tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know exactly like what happened or how it would have hurt him?
No, sir.
And then with Luke, like, I know that he's not going to be able to play for at least the next couple of games and everything with his calf. And so, how do you kind of replace what he was able to give you for at least the next few days here?
Well, I guess we replace him with Kawhi, and so
That's a good start.
yeah. I guess we replaced Luke with Kawhi, and so Luke's been so valuable for us over the last couple of years, and everything he brings as far as his movement, be able to catch and shoot, be able to move without the basketball, and so we're gonna miss him, and so just excited, just try to get our whole team back so we can get our rotations down and kind of get our fits right, and so. One guy comes back, we lose another guy, but, we're getting close.
Does Kawhi starting mean that he's able to play a little bit more than what we saw last month?
I'm not sure.
I guess along those same lines, when he came off the bench, the thinking was he can finish the games.
Yeah, that was too nasty.
Was
Yeah, I didn't like it. You got, best player. you look down, sometimes the game's going for so long, you forget. And then, B-Shaw come and tap you on your shoulder, with 6-7 minutes to go in the second quarter, and you be like, oh, Kawhi's ready. But, oh, shit, I forgot. Because the game's going, so you kind of just, reading the game and the flow of the game. And so, I just thought the best thing for us and to establish a rhythm, getting our rhythm down to start him would be best.
well, I guess I was asking that because the thought was if he started, he'd sit too long in real time, maybe get a little too stiff for people's liking. Maybe wouldn't allow him to finish games if he starts. Is a thinking that he maybe for the first few games won't be able to finish the fourth quarters?
We'll see.
Hey, Ty. You guys, if I'm not mistaken, I think you're 29th offensively. But in the second half of last game, you guys kind of seemed like you found some stuff that worked. Is it just guys starting to get it on offense that allow that to happen, or like how do you view that?
Well, first I got to look at probably our last 7-8 games and see what we are offensively. I know the first 6-7 games we were terrible. We've been better, as of late, but we still got a long ways to go. And so, not settling for quick jump shots, no pass shot, one pass shot. Like, let's get into the paint and create something for ourselves or for our teammates. And over the last 8 games, I thought we've been doing that, pretty well. So just let me look at the sample size from the last 8 games and kind of throw away the first 6 or 7. I know you can't do that as far as overall statistics, but just as far as us getting better, how we've been the last 8 games, where we rank offensively, which I think we've been better. So we've got a long ways to go, a lot of improvement, and we'll get there.
Ty, you've talked about just how weird it was having Kawhi come off the bench and maybe even forgetting, but what's the biggest impact on the guys that are on the floor with him back in and out? What's the biggest adjustment they have to make?
Say it again. I'm sorry. You say in and out?
Yeah, with Kawhi starting versus coming off the bench, what's the biggest adjustment the guys have to make?
Well, I think, guys are in normal roles. I think, because we started a guy, in the first half, and then the third quarter he doesn't start, so that kind of plays a role and a factor with a player as well. And so Like I said, Kawhi was just trying to do what was best for the team, and at the time we thought that was what was best. But now we want to just try something different, go another route, and see if this works.
And you kind of said when we asked you like how guys were starting to find that rhythm, and you were like, yeah, and when Kawhi comes back, it's almost like starting over. How is it like starting over?
How does it feel starting over, or
Yeah.
how?
Or how is that process like?
Well, because
why
he
is
hasn't
it- why is
because
it
he
like
hasn't
that?
started all year.
Yeah.
And so we've had different starting lineups, all season. We had Norm starting early, then we had Luke, and then Luke went down. We had T-Man, so it's kind of been all over the board. And so I think getting a steady, consistent starting lineup, and then see how we finish games would be something different. But let's start establishing how we're going to play, how we're going to start games, and so we're going to try this approach right now.
I didn't want to steal Tomer's question, but speaking of the starters, do you have them for today with Kawhi and PG back?
Reggie, PG, Kawhi, Marcus, and Zoo. Well, I already told you Kawhi was starting.
Hey, Ty, just to clarify, with Kawhi, is it predetermined minute restriction or more by feel of the game?
Yeah, he has he has some things that we got to make sure we do the right way. So we're not going to talk about minutes, but just checking on him throughout the course of the game and making sure everything is going well.
Ty, this is kind of a hello.
Okay, I see you. I'm about to leave.
Thank you. Oh no, not yet. And this is kind of a weird one for you, but the 3-point shooting at home versus on the road this year, it's actually better on the road. Is there something that you attribute that to? Do you think it'll just even out? What do you make of that?
You got to ask those guys. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel better at home, but they may feel better on the road. I don't know. But I just don't think we're generating enough 3-point shots. I mean, to be the 3-point shooting team that we have been the last couple of years. And, like last game against Dallas, Nico goes 7 for 7, but we only took 28 threes. So that means that, we're not touching the paint. We're not getting into the paint, creating, rotations and getting guys in rotations and closeout situations where we can get open threes. And so we got to do a better job and make sure we're attacking the paint.
Thank you.